Hi, welcome back to Weaving with Ambrosia. I'm Ambrosia, and today we are continuing our journey with our double weave. And today we are continuing our journey with our double weave. We are actually going to work on connecting it. So this is how you get the double width cloth, where it's connected on one side but not the other, which I'm really excited about. Don't forget, like, subscribe, share with your friends, and let's go ahead and get to the video. So we're actually only using one color. I'm going to go ahead and just move this out of the way. I will probably cut it later. Actually, you know what? Let me cut it real quick and get this out of the way. All right, so we are actually going to lift shaft 1 first. Run through. Shafts 1, 3, and 1, 2, and 3. Go ahead, beat down. Then shafts 1, 2, and 4. Go ahead and run through again. And then shafts 2 only. We're going to continue this for a little distance, and then we'll check to see that it's separating on one side. This should leave the bottom layer as striped with yellow and black, and the top layer as strictly yellow. So hopefully I'm getting it right. Important thing here is we want to make sure we're not pulling our selvages in too tightly, but also that we're not leaving a huge bubble, because when you do double width, that's actually going to be the middle of your weaving normally. So in this, we won't see it so much because we're not unfolding the whole project. But if you were doing, say, a blanket or anything like that, you would, and then you'd be very sad. So like that, we got a nice little bubble, and now I pulled it too tight. Nice little middle ground. And let's go ahead and take a peek. So hopefully you can see right here that is separating on this side. And then when I come over to this side, it is completely connected. I do have a couple little bubbles, but it's connected. I can't pull it apart. Like where over here, I very clearly can. Here I cannot, and then here I cannot. But right up here, boop, it is completely separate, and you see the black and yellow, and then you see the yellow on this side. Pretty cool, actually. So we'll do this a little bit further, and then we will change with the dark layer on top with the darker color, and then we will do mixed colors after that. All right, so I've gone ahead and cut our ends, and now we're starting with the dark color on top. And we are actually doing this by doing a very similar treadling. So the first one is we go ahead and start with just, so the first one we start with petal 3 up, And then we raise heddle 1, 3, and 4, pass through, and then heddle 2, 3, and 4, pass through again, and then we lift heddle 4 only, pass through. We're going to keep doing this for, again, a little distance, and then we'll actually see how it's coming along. Oops, I did something wrong. Let's pass back through. Pull that string out. There we go. Everybody misses a shed sometimes. So on this one, we have the dark on top and we have the striped on the bottom. With the yellow again. Losing my footing. Alright, so we have the two separate layers with the dark on top, and now we're going to do a mixed layer, so it should look the same on both sides now. And the way we're going to do this is we are going to lift shaft 1, complete a pass, and it should stay connected still on the right side. So we're going to lift shaft 1, do our pass, then lift shaft 1 and 3 and 4. So 1, 3, and 4. Push this through again. So this is creating where we have a warp with one yellow and one charcoal thread on both sides of the warp. Instead of just having both 2 charcoal on one side, 2 yellow on one, it's going to mix them. And then our next step is going to be one, 2, and 4 raised. Pass through. And then we are going to raise just shaft 4. That's shaft 3. Shaft 4. And pass through. And let's continue to do this for a little bit away. So we've got this created. You can see it is the same on both sides. Where we lift it, you can see in there, boop, separated. Both sides are the same. I will actually try to get a shot from under the loom. I can tell just by putting my hand back there, I've definitely got some floats. I've missed some strings at least. Actually, I've missed 2 strings, since the last color change. So this whole patch right here, I missed at least 1 string, maybe 2. So check for that more often. I didn't check enough, but all of these are individual little groups, which is pretty neat. And it's cool that you can make it look the same on both sides. And so far, the sampler has been a lot of fun. We do have a lot more to go of different techniques. And I'd love to hear what you guys are thinking so far. All right, and here is underneath. So you can tell I haven't been checking enough, which I should have. I got a little float there, and I've got a big float here. I really only missed 1 thread, but I've missed it for so long it's created a giant float. And then a little one right there. I did really good with the yellow though. There's no floats right here. So when I did the charcoal on top and the yellow on the bottom, I did excellent. Absolutely no floats. But when I switched, I started missing a lot. So I would check a little bit more often. This is the first time I've checked on this project, which I normally try to check more often that I'm not messing up anywhere. But, you know, this is for fun. So if I've used this as a wall hanging, nobody will see the back. I'm not going to stress too much about it.